Hello and welcome to the Gold Business Overview. I'll start with a question. What if you could acquire gold at just 10% of the cost and a one-time payment out of your pocket? How would that interest you? Well, that's the purpose of this overview, and I'll be sharing with you exactly how myself and hundreds, thousands of people across the world have been able to accomplish that and how we are still doing that. Ready? All right, first things first, I'll tell you this. Strap yourselves in, shut down distractions for the next 15, 20 minutes, and learn how you too can do this. Because this is what we call the Bugatti business. It beats anything else you've ever seen. Now, I'll start by sharing some exciting facts about this idea. The first thing is you get to acquire gold at 10%, like I've said. And there's absolutely no limit to the amount of gold that you can accumulate through the system. Really, the only question you will be asking yourself is how much of this gold do I want? And that depends on you. The second thing is that it helps you to stop playing local and start playing in the global space. I beg, who look at EP? But seriously, guys, in December 2016, when we went again to Dubai, it was a reality check for myself and my friend, because the year before we had gone there and it was cool, we got stuff and everything, but this time the rates were crazy. And all the while people were talking about recession and all of that, we didn't even have an idea until that experience. And we told ourselves, we need to earn in foreign currency, enough of earning in this local currency that is not helping anybody. And so we went in search for a solution, and what we found blew our minds. We found a way to not just earn in foreign currency, we found a way to earn in assets. And there's something that Robert says, which is very, very profound. He says the wealthy people work for assets, everybody else works for money. If you want to be wealthy, that's something to really have as a strategy. So we have physical gold, which makes it very unique. Now, this will also help you build sustainable wealth and legacy, and you enjoy more than just income, but rich experiences. Now, the money is awesome, but the growth, the experiences, and the relationships that this will expose you to, absolutely priceless. Now, you also get to be recognized on a global platform. Now, this is really, really big, because it's awesome to have all your efforts that you put in your tiny corner get recognized on the world stage. It is better experienced than explained, I promise you. So are you ready? A little introduction about myself. My name is Linda Hianacho, and I get my high from helping action takers to live their dreams. I use the tool of network marketing to accomplish this, just like I used it to change my own story. So today you see me, doing seven figures, like it's just seven, naira. You see me traveling the world, living the life of my dreams. But I promise you, it wasn't always this way. I promise you. And this is just proof of what I mean. This is us, in 2013, myself and my very good friend, Toby, we were traveling to Ilorin. This was us, the hustle was real. It's still real, but thank God today, the same us here, you see us here traveling the world. In 2013, 2014, we couldn't dream of living even to Ghana or something, because it wasn't that. So why am I sharing this? Not to impress you, but it's to impress upon you that wherever you are right now, you can be somewhere else that you prefer. And this is not a function of money. You can actually have a lot of money right now, but there's something you want. The point is you can get it. Now, it is not about how much money you make, but it is about how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. This is a wonderful quote by Robert Kiyosaki that I 100% agree, because, money is a slave. It needs to work for you. But what we find is a lot of people are working for money, and it is sad. The more you work for money, the more you chase after money, the more it runs away from you. But when money loves loves a master that makes it work, because that's the purpose. So this is the idea. So we are not just showing you how to make money. We are going to know how to create assets for yourself, or earn assets for yourself. But first, you need to master the rules. And the old rule of money says you should save, save, save. And the new rule of money says you need to hedge your money. And old ways cannot open new doors. Savers are losers. That's the fact. Why? Inflation is on the ever and never ending increase. Lower value for your money. Your 100,000 naira of 1990 is like 1 naira today. Case in point, if you live in Nigeria, pure water 10 years ago, 15 years ago was barely 50 kobo. Now, pure water is 10 naira. That's just an example, Now, the new rule of money, you need to hedge your money. And that means you need to invest in assets, invest in commodities. Think like the wealthy, assets over money. All right, leverage. And that's exciting because that's what I'm going to be showing you today. Gold is a beautiful example of that asset. Why gold, you may wonder? Why should you, think of having gold as part of your strategy? The first thing is that gold has maintained its value through the ages. It has helped to preserve wealth from one generation to another. It's an excellent hedge against inflation. It is the safest and most reliable commodity. In fact, when the world looks like it's crashing and everything is going haywire and all of that, that is when the value of gold appreciates. Just 2 weeks ago, or last weekend, Friday, 2 weeks ago actually, there was this, conversation, quote and unquote, between Donald Trump and the North Korean president. And guess what? Just that minute, because of that singular exchange of words, the price of gold shot up, and that's what the wealthy understand. So the gold is very safe and reliable. It is highly liquid, unlike other assets, meaning you need gold now, you need money now. You can literally walk into a gold shop and sell your gold and get cash. You can't do that with real estate or arts. I have a friend, my friend told me, like I mentioned earlier, she there was a time she was strapped for stranded, and she needed money. Herself and her husband were trying to sell their land for months and months and months, and it wasn't happening. And she said, you know what, Bob, babe, I'm going to sell these my rings. And she went the same minute she got money, and it was higher than the value of what she paid when she was buying that ring, when her husband was buying that ring. So that's just an example. And in this image, you can see here, in 2000, an ounce of gold was 300 euros. 2017, 1 ounce of gold, this is even outdated, is over 1,300 euros. So that is just an example. This is an asset that keeps appreciating and will continue to appreciate. So I love this quote. It says, remember the golden rule. He who has the gold makes the rules. I don't need to say anything about that. And I also love what James said. It says gold is forever. It's a store of value and will keep surviving the travails of life and the ravages of time. So that's just some reasons why you need to consider gold. Now let me share a couple of a few things about our story, our gold story, like I call it. And we started this journey on the 16th of January with a clear goal. The goal was to produce 100 millionaires in 90 days. And guess what? By the 67th day, that goal was done and dusted. Today, we are closing in greatly on the 200 mark because right now we have over 180 millionaires and still counting. This shows some pictures of people receiving their checks, being recognized, just a screenshot of some of our millionaires because it's been an amazing ride. And for us, it's not just all about work. We love to have fun in this team as lifestyle entrepreneurs. After a while, we're lifestyle entrepreneurs, and we invest in making that happen by creating experiences for our partners. The last time we sponsored our partners on an all expense paid trip to Dubai. We've made local and international trips together, and that's the idea. Creating, bonding, creating memories, having fun together is part of our culture. Now, let's talk about you. What do you really want? It's really, really important that you know what you want for yourself because this is where your true motivation will come from. And I love what Anthony Robbins said about this. He said, people are not lazy. They only have lazy and uninspiring goals. Think about that. So it's important that your goal inspires you to push past the odds and do whatever it takes, ethically, of course, to achieve it. So do you really want to change your story? If yes, why? You need to answer that why question. What will some extra 7 figures do for you? Extra. Your decision at the end of this will show that because you are here because you said, Linda, I'm ready to change my story. I want to begin to pop these millions. I'm ready. And now you're seeing this. So you are the one that will end up deciding and your decision would show where your true desires lie. So we are currently in partnership with an European gold company, and this is a partnership that works. I mean, what you call a partnership that has provided a platform for you to help hundreds and hundreds of people to become millionaires. Some of them first-time millionaires in their entire lives. We've had housewives that had always dependent on They had always depended on their husbands for every single thing, to the minutest thing. And today they are being, they are providing value in their homes. They are planning vacations. They are planning trips on behalf of the family, because they got empowered through this thing, business. So that's very, very, very exciting. And this is just a few of some people, just 4 out of how many hundreds that we are showcasing. And guess what? These people come from different walks of life. Entrepreneurs, professionals, stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, whatever, students, old men, old women, whatever. But wherever you come from, whatever you do, it's not important. But what is important is that you have the right mindset and you have the can-do spirit. That is critical to us. And you have the goal that you are actually going after. Now, what is Swiss Golding? We are an active online store into the sale, repurchase, delivery, and storage of gold ingots from 1 to 100 grams. The purest form of gold, I would add, because it is 999.9 purity and 24 carats. And 24 carats is the purest form of gold. In fact, when you see gold jewelry, you might be thinking, oh, this is original and all of that. Let me shock you. Your gold jewelry that you see, especially in this part of the world, is like 18 carats. That's the real one. And 18 karat means it's not 100% gold. And then in some places you find 22 carats, it's not 100% gold. But 24 carats is the purest form. Why is it not 100% gold? Because they have to mix it with other metals to be able to make it solid and form the jewelry. So you are dealing with the raw investment gold bars. And how do we do this? How do we make all this happen as a company? By partnering with world-class companies that are into the manufacture of gold. And some of them are Valcambi, Agor, Herusa, and Degussa. And guess what? Right now, we produce our own gold, Swiss Golding Gold. It's exciting. At our last event, the 50th anniversary in Paris, just for attending, we were each given gold and silver. How cool is that? Like, seriously, guys. So you can actually shop from our store as a regular customer, meaning you just want to buy gold, and you can do that. Or you can be what I call the leverage customer. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. So we have global offices registered in different countries: Germany, Hong Kong, Bulgaria, and Nigeria. However, our business is not limited to just these 4 countries. We have partners in over 100 countries around the world. So it is very exciting. Now, what do we offer? I mentioned earlier, we have 2 sets of clients. We have our ambitious customers and we have our ordinary customers that come in and say, you know what, I just want to buy gold and go away. But the ambitious customers say, I don't just want to buy gold. I don't want to pay for the gold. I want to earn this gold. And you can see here. Now, the exciting thing is that both kinds of customers or clients are exposed to the same, they have access to the same payment plan. However, one would end up paying for the gold and the balance from his or her pocket, while the other would end up earning the balance of the gold based on their relationship now with the company. And that's exciting. Case in point, I'm sure you have heard about all these real estate deals that tell you pay 10% and spread out payments for the rest in 12 months, 24 months, right? Now, the thing is that as a client to any of those companies, you would never have access to your land until you're done paying, understandably so. And that's the same thing here. We are now saying that don't even pay the balance from your pocket. Come and earn it, doing what you already do every single day. I'm sure just today, I don't know what time you're watching this, but I'm sure today you've already made a referral or another to somebody else. Someone says, oh, I need to, know how to, this is something that is ready now, process my Canadian immigration. Who do you know? That's just a random example that came to my mind. I don't know why, who do you know? Would you say, I don't know anybody just because you want to hoard information? You would never. You will be happy to share. Or somebody says, oh, wow, you look good. Where did you get your hair done? Who made your shirt for you? You understand? And you gladly give. And guess what? You even go the extra mile. You call your customer and say, I've just given somebody your number, or treat him or her well. My question to you is, what do you get for that? Yeah, I know. Not everything is money, I know. But think about it. What if you could get paid for every referral you make? How would your life be? Think about it. When we started using phones, do you know how many people, refer people to go and buy SIM card or credit from somebody else? Just think, this is what we do every day. And guess what? Here, when you do it, you don't get paid in money alone. You get paid in gold. Exciting. Now, how does this work? How does this leverage system work? I've already mentioned to you that there has to be some form of referral, but the company is making it very sweet. They're like, you need to refer a minimum of 2, meaning by the time you refer your 2 clients and teach them to do the same thing, you are more than qualified to begin to pop your millions. Imagine this, you referring 2 like-minded people, and that's very critical. You coming on board and putting in your 1-year-old baby and your 10-year-old dog by the side is not what we mean. We mean people that are ready to put in the work. So that is it. And it's all about leverage, guys. It's all about leverage. So what are the packages? We have our recommended packages, and we have different, we call them programs in the business, meaning you can actually have different businesses inside the same business. And that's what we mean by programs. So the main program, startup capital, or the 10% prepayment, is 740 euros. And that is about 400,000 naira. Guess what? Your bonus earning is 1,890 euros times 3. Because what that means is that you're coming into a contract with Swiss Golding, and your contract means that you're going to earn 1,890 times 3 worth of gold. So I'm sorry I left that part out. This, whatever you see here, just multiply it by 3. Anything you see bonus earnings, just multiply by 3. So that is your agreed contract. But however, when you're done with that contract, the company will ask you, do you want to continue? And guess what? Everybody says yes, and the income is to infinity. So if you're coming in with the smallest package, 740 euros, you earn 1,890 times 3. If you're doing the VIP, like a lot of us, your prepayment is 1.4 million or 2,800 euros, and your bonus earning is 7,425 euros times 3. If you're doing the VIP Plus program, your bonus earning is 26,460 or 13 to 15 million, and your prepayment is, or capital is 9,850 euros or 5 million. These are the recommended packages, and you would see why I said so. Remember, there is no income cap. You earn till infinity. Now, we have a strategy, and that's the reason why we have our recommended packages, because the key is, the question is, do you want to work smart or do you want to work hard? Do you agree with me that if wealth was based on working hard, then the plumbers, the bricklayers, and the truck pushers and all of that should be the wealthiest people? But who are the wealthiest people we have in the society today? They are the ones that think. We have the Zuckerbergs of this world. We have the Dangotes of this world. Doesn't this amaze you that these guys also have 24 hours? Why are they achieving much? Leverage. So what we do is leverage. We bypass and we work smart. We bypass what we call the preliminary tables to help people earn 5 times faster ethically. So in this case, with just you here and 6 other people closing a table, you get to earn. In other words, remember, the company says you bring your 2 friends that are ready to put in the work, and they also do the same thing. And once that happens, you have qualified for either your 1 million, 800 to 1 million, 800,000 naira to 1 million naira, or your 3 million to 4 million naira, or your 13 million to 15 million naira, depending on the package you're starting with. In simple terms, like I said, you complete a table of 7, you get paid. Now, this is us, myself and my very beautiful friend. This is us on VIP table that we've earned. This is just one of our earnings from VIP table and the main table. The main tables we've earned over and over and over again. And this is how you earn. You earn in gold. So you can see here 105 grams of gold earned as our first part of this contract. And guess what? We've moved to another table and positioned for the next earning. And that's how it happens. It's what we call the follow system. So like I said, you earn in gold. What do you do with your gold? The first thing is that you can keep it in the gold bank, UBS vault, at a monthly fee, and your gold is stored for you. The second option is for you to ask the company to send you your gold. And after this video, I'm going to do it. You're going to see another video of me with my gold. And of course, the next slide, you're going to see my friend with her gold as well. Many of us have ordered our gold. And guess what? DHL themselves deliver to your doorstep, wherever you are in the world. And the third option is for you to sell your gold back to the company and get paid in euros, not naira. Now, like I said, this is my friend who has received her gold, and it comes with a certificate, it comes with a letter. So if you're moving your gold from one place to another, you have proof that it is yours. Now, what do you do with the money if you are in the category of people that sell their gold? Now, what we do is to get some of our earnings in gold and get some of our earnings in cash. And by this, what we do is we sell back the gold to the company and we use it to purchase coupons. Coupons are used to bring people on board, to register people. So you watching this right now, after this video, when you contact me and say, Linda, I'm ready, what I'm going to use to put you into the system is a coupon. So you can transfer the money to your local or domiciliary bank account. Thirdly, you can ask the company to issue you a Swiss Golden MasterCard that can be used anywhere in the world. Now, you might be wondering, what package do I start with? You've seen that there are, let me go back there, let me backtrack a bit. You've seen there are 3 packages that we recommend. We have the main program, where your capital is 400,000 naira or 740 euros. We have the VIP program, where your capital is 2,800 euros or 1.4 million, highly recommended. And we have the VIP Plus program, where your capital is 9,850 or 5 million. Now, you might be wondering, what package do I start with? The first thing is that it is your goal and your dream that should guide you. It is not how much the package is. I promise you, if I was looking at how much the package was, I wouldn't be the one, here today, changed life, and I'm going to show you proof. So what do you want? What kind of income will make the efforts worth it for you? Not everything inspires everybody. Some people might see 1 million and say, you know what, 1 million, please show me a real business. I'm not, this is nothing. Or you might be that person that says 15 million. Let's talk. Now you're talking. So whatever it is, you need to position yourself on the package that can deliver to you what will inspire you. Now, what difference will that earning make to you in your life? And how badly do you want it? Now, we have a lot of success stories. This is just one of our success stories that really inspires us. And her name is Aquire. And when she was exposed to this business, like a lot of people, and probably like you, she had a lot of doubts. She was like, oh my God, what if I fail? What if this? Is it even real? Is there gold? Is there that? All those questions. But at the end of the day, she did it afraid. She said, you know what? I'll do this. I can never find out if I'm really going to succeed without doing this. And guess what? She was the first African woman to be celebrated on the VIP table, first person to have earned 26,460 in gold. We celebrated her at our last conference, as you can see here. She's the lady in red. And it's exciting. Her story proves that you are your own limitation. Now, question is, what will you allow to stop you? You are the one that allows it. I had my doubts and fears. I promise you, I'd seen this business months before I got started. Because when I saw it months before, I didn't even pay attention. That's the thing. Like a lot of people, they will say, it's a Ponzi scheme, it's a this. And guess what? It is very, very dumb to begin to criticize what you don't understand. And I was dumb for a lot of months until I said, you know what? Put your ego aside and learn this thing. And I did. And today, I'm beating myself up like, why didn't I start earlier? But guess what? No regrets. We move ahead. Now, these are just more people that have earned. Guess what? Most of them are part-time, gold diggers, quotes and quotes, we are gold diggers. Yeah, yes. And it's exciting. You're doing this full-time, you're doing this part-time, you can make the most of it. This is our number one guy. He does the kind of income he does, you don't even want to know. And these are other people. He's a pharmacist, she's a pharmacist. She works with the federal government, different people from walks of life, entrepreneurs, like I said. So it's exciting. It's all about what you want. The company is 5 years, and this was us as our 50th anniversary in Paris. You can see me here. You can see me here, my friends, And like I said, the kind of gifts we get, when you go for anniversaries or conferences, they'll give you your souvenirs like, T-shirts, flash drives and all of that. But guess what, here we got real gold. And, just saying, thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for flying in from Nigeria, from different parts of the world. We got gold and silver that we can go and sell or keep. It's exciting. The company of class 3 Mercedes-Benzes were giving out S-Class, E-Class, and C-Class. And guess where they all came to? Nigeria. All the winners came from Nigeria, and it's exciting. You can see us here on stage being recognized on a global platform and meeting people of like minds. It's exciting. It's not what you can describe, but you need to experience it. So these are just some more incentives. We've got wristwatches. In our wristwatch, we have 1 gram of gold inside the wristwatch, and it's exciting. It was 2 weeks we spent. We went to different parts of the world. Now, what is your big why? That's it. What is your big why? For me, you can see me here, myself and my husband now, we get to travel the world. This was us in front of the Roman Colosseum. It's a very, it's a historical piece that dates thousands of years back. This was us. And this was us in Paris. This was us in Naples with our friends. And guess what? All of these were just pictures once upon a time. I could only see them in pictures. I was not in it, but I kept it forward. I held on to it. Many of us say we are going on vacations, and what we do is staycations. We stay at home, or we travel to the village. How about traveling the world? Because travel itself is an experience, it's education. So I don't know what your big why is. It might be to own assets. It might be to send your kids to school, which was to good schools, which was my own why. And for almost 4 years, my kids could not go to school because things were not good. And guess what? Now they're in one of the best schools in Lekki, Lagos. And it might be, your goal might be to retire and have a stress-free retirement. It is now you need to get to work. Your goal might be to have other businesses that will serve you. You need to get to work now. So what is it? These are the things that will drive you, like I said before. You don't want to be that person that, when you're at the retirement age, you're wishing that you did things earlier. I met a lady that worked in the bank for 38 years this year. I met her and she retired in June this year. And I asked her, why are you doing this business? And she said, Linda, since I retired this year I cannot afford to travel because before now, every year back to back, I must travel. I said, why can't you travel? She said, yes, she has some assets, but those assets are not enough to fund her the lifestyle she has created. And so she needs these assets and she needs the kind of money that can come out of it. Imagine working for 38 years and you cannot afford a vacation in a year the moment you retire. I mean, that's something to think about. So at the end of the day, we all seek 3 basic things. We want to preserve our dignity, we want to create impact, and we want to live fulfilled lives. That's it. Think about why you are chasing, the money you're chasing right now. At the end of the day, it boils down to any of these 3 things. You don't want to be the person, looking for hand-me-downs or begging for money from people. Oh, loan me this, help me with this and all of that. No, that's taking away your dignity. You want to also create impact. Impact can start from your family. I remember always telling myself, I don't want to be that mother or that aunt that, I'm going to visit my children, or I'm going to visit my family, and I can't give them beautiful gifts. When I was growing up, I used to look forward. In fact, okay, let me share it. Every time I'll be looking forward to having aunts and uncles that could say, you know what, Linda, I want to, take you on this trip. I want to, spoil you and all of that. And I didn't have them per se. I don't come from a wealthy home. I didn't have them. And that was my motivation. I said, no, when I'm an aunt as well, I want to spoil my nieces and nephews. That's small, anything. And I don't know what it is for you. So you want to live a fulfilled life. Money is not anything. Money means nothing if it cannot give you any of these things, if you cannot create the lifestyle you desire. So how do you get started? You need to make a decision. Choose a package. And like I said, your package choice should be dependent on your goal and dream. Next thing is to make a payment to this account and then immediately forward your proof of payment to my WhatsApp number or my email and get plugged in and launch your business. All right? Now, chase your why. I'm going to end with this. Chase your why. Get out of other people's boxes. People are out there. One of the worst things you can do to yourself, which is what we discourage our members from, is you trying to explain this business to another person. And that's why we have tools to help you do that. Because people have their boxes. So you might have succeeded in getting yourself out of your own box and say, you know what, I'm going to do this. And you go and talk to the wrong person. And they say, it's a scam. It's a this and that. Guess what? You have just carried yourself into another person's box and you have trapped yourself in. Many people have lost out on opportunities because of what they hear from other people or because of what other people experienced. Meanwhile, they don't even know the root cause. So live life on your terms because you deserve to. Don't be limited by other people and even yourself. You are your biggest limitation. It's time to live the life of your dreams, guys. So get in touch. Let's get started. Tell me, Linda, I'm ready. I'm ready because I am looking for people that are ready. I'm not looking for people that have money. I'm looking for people that are action takers. I said it before, I get my high from that. So you are an action taker, you want to roll, you want to be the next success story, get in touch and I'll be excited to receive you. All right, guys, thank you so much and have a fantastic day.